Hey food fiends. Today I went to Eastern Paradise restaurant. It's a restaurant on King Street, kind of on the corner of Keimuku Street and South King Street. It's a Chinese Northern cuisine type of restaurant, but it also specializes in the merging of Chinese and Korean cooking. And when I say that, most people know this dish, but they don't know that it has Korean origins and Chinese origins. It's Jjajangmyeon. I don't know if I'm saying that right exactly. I'm not good at saying Korean things, but it's pretty much that black bean noodle. A lot of local people have had it. And they also have, I don't know how to say the names in Korean, but there's that seafood noodle soup that's red with all this chopped seafood. And they have the sweet and sour pork. That's all also Korean / Chinese cuisine. It's the merging of the two. And you can find it in Korea a lot. It's very popular there. So this is one of the rare restaurants in Hawaii that serves this kind of cuisine. The other competition is right down the road, kind of by King and Kalakaua. It's called, I think it's Odong. I might be wrong. Let me look at my phone here. I was looking it up. Yeah, Ondong Chinese restaurant. They serve the same dishes. And maybe I'll go check it out to see the comparison. But pretty much it's today I got the black bean noodle dish. I got regular, which comes with meat, grounded up meat in the black bean sauce. You mix it with the fresh noodles that they make. Supposedly they make it in-house fresh. And I got some pot stickers as well. And usually this dish comes with some raw onion and takwon, which is the pickled yellow Japanese radish. But here at Eastern Paradise, they give you a large portion of kimchi. It comes with your noodles. You can also ask for seafood black bean noodles, but I went with the regular. So I'm gonna try to put this in here. The noodles are kind of stuck together because I had to drive home. Put that in there. Hopefully it tastes good because it's been sitting for a while on the drive home. But it's a pretty big, generous portion, I think. I still have a lot left in the plate, but we'll just start with this because it's pretty sticky. And then you get the sauce, and you're supposed to pour it over. And the sauce is pretty much black bean sauce, the Chinese black bean sauce, with grounded up meat and some sauteed onions. And you're supposed to just mix it together. It smells really beefy. And it's starting to get popular with instant food, because if you've ever saw Chopgetti, it's that instant ramen noodle. It's also just like this dish. It's supposed to mimic that. Just mix it all up. There we go. That looks great. It smells very meaty, like very beefy. And I'll put some kimchi on here. I'm very picky with my kimchi. I don't like it too sour. But this smells pretty garlicky, which is a good sign. Give the kimchi a taste. It's got good flavor, but it's pretty fermented. But I can deal. It's just a preference. The noodles are very chewy in a good way. You can tell by the chew that it's homemade and it's fresh. The sauce doesn't remind me of Chinese black bean sauce. Usually you'd get, if you go to a real Chinese restaurant, you get either stir-fried beef and black bean sauce, or they do like black bean crab. Those kind of flavors are very strong and salty. This is not. It's very mild. The flavor reminds me of something like, that's what it reminds me of. Probably a bad comparison, but that's what it reminds me of. Just that smell is when you fry ground beef and mix it with onions and the cream of mushroom sauce. That's what it has, that smell. And that's not a bad thing. I like it over rice. I also taste, in these bits, I thought it was just onions. I taste cabbage. And I must admit, I never liked this as a kid. My mom loves this, and she would buy it. And I just absolutely didn't want to eat it. But I don't know why, because it's nothing weird. It's just meat sauce and veggies, but this is a pretty simple meal. I see a bit of, I don't know if this is meat. No. It's like roasted garlic or something. A big piece of garlic. But it's been roasted so it doesn't taste like strong. It does go well with the kimchi. I thought it would have like more meat in here, but usually you'll have ground pork or something, or ground beef. But I don't really see it in here. But it's okay, I guess it's healthier. Still has flavor. The sourness of the kimchi I don't like alone, personally, but when you blend it with this noodle dish, it's really, really good. I like it. We'll try a pot sticker here. Let's see, they gave me some dipping sauce. It just looks like soy sauce, so I'll just drizzle it all over all of them. The sauce smells very vinegary, so it's just like a vinegar soy. So here's the dumpling. Your standard pot sticker or gyoza. Supposedly they're also handmade and house-made in the restaurant. It's not frozen. The meat inside's really good. It has a lot of chive in it. So if you ever do go and visit Eastern Paradise Restaurant, it's on South King Street and right on the corner of Kiamoku Street. You can either park up front, there's metered stalls but very limited, or keep going a little bit down past La Pizzerina. That's another business in that same building. And after that shop, there's a little driveway, and you go in the driveway, and there's it takes you to the back of the building, and there's lots of free parking as long as you park and leave before 5 p.m. Anything at night, you have to pay, but just found parking in the front, in and out, got my takeout, and left. So pretty simple. And the lady that took my order, and then she was also there when I paid, was very, very nice. So super friendly service. And in their menu, there's other regular Chinese items, such as fried rice and all the stuff that you would expect from a Chinese restaurant. I'm actually I don't even like Chinese food, but considering maybe having a family gathering there, because everything really looks good in their pictures. And if you look at their website, they have a really good story. Their family came from Korea, but prior to Korea, immigrated to Korea from China. And that's where you get that Chinese cuisine. They had a very successful restaurant in South Korea. And after they took a chance to move to the United States and picked Hawaii, based on the cultural, everybody's different here, and they thought, they could fit in here more than the mainland. And in the beginning, it was very hard, it says on their story, but eventually they saved up all their money to run this restaurant, and it's the same restaurant that's at the same location. So it's a very interesting story, and the same family, his sons, run the shop today, the restaurant. And so it's all the same people, same recipes. So if you're interested, go Google their website and read the story. It's pretty interesting. I like stories like that. Also on their website, you see a lot of famous people went to the restaurant too. They posted all the pictures up of every famous person that came to visit the restaurant to eat. So that was interesting. And I'm thinking, all these years I've lived here, born and raised, I've never been there, but today's the first time, so. Yeah, I don't see any meat in here, so it's pretty vegetarian. I just see cabbage, onions, and some garlic. So, I guess it's vegetarian friendly. And remember, like I said in the beginning, you can add seafood to it as well. But I did not opt for that. I wasn't feeling seafood today. So I guess in maybe a month or so, because I can't eat the same thing all the time, I get really sick of it. So maybe in a month I'll go try the competition down the road, Ondong restaurant, and see how it is compared to this Jjajangmyeon. But it was pretty good. I really like the texture of the noodles. Super good. Alright, so if you're interested again in trying Jjajangmyeon, or you've had it before and you're craving it, go to Eastern Paradise Restaurant in Honolulu. It's a pretty big meal, I think. You could probably have this with 2 people. But if you're a big eater, then it's a generous portion that will fill you up. The noodles come with the sauce to mix with, as well as a pretty decent portion of kimchi to go along with your noodles. And remember, check out their menu on their website. They've got all kinds of other items, like regular Chinese items, fried rice and dumplings, etc. So until next time, till we see each other on another food adventure, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.